time to fight. Ishkana versus Intersphere Harvester.
Final round. Fight. You win.
Alright, and we are on a good spot with Blessed Alliance on Hello dear YouTube viewers, Xnick here again with my Tainted Remedy deck that has been changed quite a lot since last time, so let's pay close attention of what's new. But before we begin, I want to thank you, all of you. I really appreciate everybody that is looking here. I hope you are enjoying this, and well, I also want to mention that there are many cards that could have been used in this deck, but well, I settled for some. So most, I think, notorious would be Limbala, because our deck is going to be taking hits, and Limbala should play a good role into making us come back. But let's see what we actually have in the deck. So Gideon, Hero of Akros, is kind of hard to flip this, but can become indestructible. That's irrelevant for forcing combat with other creatures. Also, he can become Gideon, and Gideon can force some opponent creature to attack him, and that could be useful in our deck. Then Nargur Dryad, 1 mana, 1/1 with Death Touch, and if we had Delirium, it gains +2/+2, so 3/3 Death Touch, kind of very good for the blocking and if the attackers don't have flying. Prey upon, we can force combat between one of our own creatures against the opponent, and most of the time we may be losing our creature, but the opponent is going to take a huge hit with this. For instance, Nargut Dryad has Death Touch, so this could kill some creature. Then Lone Rider, a good 2 mana, very efficient 1/1 with First Strike and Lifelink, can transform into it that rides as 1. The trigger requires us to gain 3 or more life during a turn, so when the end step it will transform, but there are many ways that we can have that life gaining happening. 4 copies of Elvish Visionary. I should let you know that one of the issues with this deck, the times I was testing against the AI, is that it requires creatures. We could have gone with the auras and enchantments, and cut down the number of creatures, but then it doesn't feel like a Tainted Remedy deck. So just because of that, I'm including lots of cheap creatures that could serve as champ blockers. 2 copies of Primal Druid can help us mana fix. It's a nice blocker with 3 toughness, and also we can gain some value by forcing combat with Prey Upon and the Primal Druid sometimes. For instance, we have Visions of Brutality. Then if the enchanted creature deals damage, the controller of said creature is going to lose that much life. So you see how can we use this Prey Upon to our benefit. The stronger the opponent creature is, the worse for the opponent. Blessed Alliance, so many options for us, but most of the time we are going to be looking at the gain life mode, but also at some point we can maybe force opponent to sacrifice some creature, and the untap is not that useful in this deck, but maybe it shows up at some point. Rush of Vitality, or whatever, sometime I'm going to tell the proper name of this. So target creature gains +1 and lifelink and indestructible until end of turn, and oddly enough we might be wanting to cast this over the opponent's creature sometimes. Giving lifelink to the opponent, that sounds weird, right? But we'll see why. Then Bygone Bishop, to cover one of the greater weakness of the deck is the lack of draw, so hopefully we get to draw out of this guy. Also provides a flyer, and that could help us to stop some nasty flying strategies. Oromancer can fetch back one enchantment from our graveyard, and most of the time we will be trying to get back Visions of Brutality, but sometimes it's going to be Tainted Remedy. Nissa, Passwood Seer, so she's going to give us one forest and can become Sage enemies that can keep us drawing. So we are looking to draw. Just to let you know that the other Nissa I also tried, and she's nice. She can do some job here. Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, provides us with plants, and the plants are also fulfilling the role of our creatures, so it's an option to consider here. Then the centerpiece of the deck, but we only get to play 2 copies, and it's Tainted Remedy. So Liliana here trying to help her brother. Well, they were not happy with the results, and if an opponent could gain life, that player loses that much life instead, so we are first of all denying life gain for the opponent, and then we are going to injure the opponent if he tries to gain life, and we are maybe with, for instance, Blessed Alliance or Rush of Vitality, we can force the opponent to try to gain life, and it's going to get hurt in the process. Now, Unnatural Aggression, pretty cool instant. I wasn't using this too much, but for 3 mana you can force combat between 2 creatures, but it happens at instant speed. We run just 1 copy because 3 mana is a bit expensive, but can show up and prove very useful to have this. Then Pulse of Murasa, so we can return target creature and we gain life, so there we have 1 for 1. There's a way to flip Lone Rider. Then also we can bring back maybe the Oromancer to have another chance at recovering some enchantment. And Read the Bones, just for the sake, of course, of drawing. We also get to scry 2, but we pay 2 life by doing this. 3 mana, okay. Now from Amonkhet, Gideon of the Trials, a very cool new planeswalker, and the emblem of this planeswalker is particularly useful for us. As long as we control a Gideon planeswalkers, you can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. So in case we have the emblem and Gideon is protected, we can take all the hits that the opponent wants to deliver to us. The other modes also can prove helpful sometimes, so we can make Gideon into a creature, we can make some permanent unable to deal damage. So yeah, and it's very easy to cast with just 3. We need double white, but should be easy to get. Then Ishkana, interesting addition here because, well, we want to board Presence, and for 5 we get a 3/5 with reach, so the role of Ishkana is to stop the flyers that could otherwise defeat us, and also if we have Delirium online, we are going to put a lot of tiny spiders in the board, and maybe even we can activate Ishkana, but that's not our main interest in this card. Then also from Amonkhet, a split card that has Prepare, a 2 mana instant that gives and untaps creature, gives it +2/+2 and lifelink until end of turn. After we cast instant, it goes to the graveyard, of course, and then we can at sorcery speed cast Fight, so we can force combat 4 mana sorry, so 4 mana spell, but since we are not spending an additional card, it should prove to be very useful, and it has a really cool image there. I like the drawing. 2 copies of this. Ajani can give us cards and also can give us the power if we have Tainted Remedy. This is devastating. The -2 exiles the creature, and the opponent, instead of gaining life, is going to lose life equal to its power. And the Exquisite Archangel, so also another get out of the jail card. So if you would lose the game instead, we exile the exquisite Archangel and our life becomes equal to your starting life total. So if the opponent tries to kill us before killing her, we are not dying. And also if the opponent removes exquisite Archangel, maybe we can bring her back with Pulse of Murasa at some points. Then mana base, pretty standard with a few basic lands, lands with, but this one has Death Touch, Lifelink, and that should be it. So let's go move quickly into our games. So we are going to be facing probably a black and blue deck, maybe not, but it's quite possible. One of my first games of the season, and I should apologize because I wanted to do this series of game before, but I hadn't had the time. Then the connectivity of the game went off for during the first times of the expansion. This looks like a very playable hand. The only question is if we want to delay the Bygone Bishop until we are able to cast the other creatures here. Opponent has already he went to 5. Tough call for the opponent there. So I think we can play Hissing Quagmire first, or maybe the Shambling Bent. Let's go Shambling Bent first, so then we can choose between Lone Rider, Elvish Visionary, or wait for another turn for the Bygone Bishop. Depending on what the opponent does, he has 1 black. The opponent has left. I'm going to continue playing, hoping to show you a nice game, guys. But if you don't like, just go ahead and skip to our next game at some point in this video. So here I think, given that the opponent has probably a bad hand, we can take our time and try to resolve Bygone Bishop. Oh, what amazing. Maybe I'm too tired to play this. So we want to resolve Bygone Bishop here, given the opponent is pretty much handicapped there. We are going to cast Forest and Bygone Bishop and hope for the opponent not having the opportunity of shooting us down with a Fatal Push. At the very least, it was black and blue as I first thought, and Mist Intruder. So good thing we have a flyer that can stop this one from ingesting our deck. And before the opponent has the opportunity to kill the Bygone Bishop, we are going to play probably these 2. But first, before doing anything, we are going to play the Visionary. Preferably leave up white, so we can also cast the Lone Rider if we decide to do so. It's just a dual land, so here we're going to play 1 land, of course, and we have the option to open our clue or maybe play the Lone Rider. I think we are going to play Lone Rider. Yeah, and the prepare could let the Lone Rider transform. So here we are going to stay on defense because the ingest aspect of this card is pretty annoying for me. I don't want to lose any of my cards. They are precious. Stay away from my cards. Oh, and also it could force the opponent to... Oh! Whoa! Maybe the opponent is playing Tainted Remedy too? Whoa! This guy is another option for Tainted Remedy. Jorwai Murklurker. By paying 1 and a black, target creature gains lifelink until end of turn, and you can see how you could use this for the Tainted Remedy. Okay, let's think. I think we should be drawing first here, but I can swing with the Elvish Visionary. Maybe the opponent blocks with this. I cannot cast 2 prepares on the same turn. Too bad for us. So let's see what this Elvish Visionary pulls out. Alright, this is fantastic if we only had another white. So let's swing with the Elvish Visionary, and if the opponent decides to block with the Murklurker, we are not going to be too mad about that. Okay, so the idea here is, okay, of course we are going to lose the Visionary anyways, but this is going to make the Lone Rider transform. Oh no, she survived! Oh, silly me. Yeah, I forgot about that aspect of this prepare. Well, welcome back. It that rides as one. Now this is very difficult to remove by damage, but if the opponent has a destroyed effect, so hopefully the opponent is not running Tainted Remedy. Okay, Mist Intruder number 2. Let's give ourselves a planes here. Okay, no attacks. Opponent cast Gifted Etherborn, Lifelink plus Death Touch. Very hard to kill that guy. Let's do this. And well, the new interface, since the expansion, we have gained some interesting aspect. For instance, this icon over the left of the screen lets you see the cards that you can cast from your graveyard, and it's pretty handy. Other than that, you should zoom here and see the same cards over there. Okay, we have found our Tainted Remedy, and I think this is the best play at this moment. If I drop a Swamp, I can also play Gideon. And go Tainted Remedy. So I think we can prevent damage from one of these. That will make Gideon a bit stronger, and we can get the emblem for the next turn. So yes, let's do that. So those flyers are pretty annoying. There, you have no more damage any longer. And if I swing with the It that rises 1, I think it survives, even if the opponent blocks with... well, now he can only block with 3 of them. It will be pointless to block with this other one. Okay. So everything is going very well in this match, probably because the opponent got heavily mana screwed on the beginning. And now the Murklurker should think twice before activating this ability. Yeah, before getting the emblem, I think we want to try to get rid of this guy. Let's stop this attack. Okay, and opponent has complete disregard. So maybe we are losing the Bygone Bishop now. Yeah, goodbye. But we have 3 clues from his presence, and also he stopped these guys from attacking, and we already have a good board, so we don't care too much for that. Let's do our Gideon of the Trials trick. He becomes a 4/4 attacker that has the important ability that prevents all damage, and we can maybe kill one of the flyers here. Yeah, because we can block the grounders. Yeah. let's take care of this flyer. Swing with these two, I guess. That means that then the flyer can hit Gideon, we can block one of them. Yeah, Gideon will be taking 3. I think we are good, we are at a pretty high life total. We can open any of the clues or even use prepare to maybe kill something on the way back. We can make one of them gain lifelink, so it will kill the opponent. So if he hits with us with this, opponent takes 2. Plus, if we give this guy lifelink, we kill the opponent right now without having to do much else. There you go. Goodbye, opponent. Tainted Remedy. And we can even save Gideon if we decide to do so. Okay, Gideon, leave! Okay, easy victory against the AI. Let's see how we perform next game. So we are back with this, probably against vampires for the looks of this. The question is going to be black and red, black and white. We'll see very soon. And well, I think that I want to move on and try some other deck. Okay, this is fun, but there's so many new cards that I want to try. This hand is lacking white. We need something better here. Looks better, at least we have 2 drops. The Visions of Brutality maybe lands on a very scary vampire. This one, too bad the opponent can discard this at will, so using Visions of Brutality over this guy is not particularly useful, and we're going to drop the planes first. So we have the option to play Lone Rider next. This is going to be hitting us with menace. There's not much that we can do to stop him. If we find one of our 1-drops, we could try to prey upon, but our 1-drops will die to this. Doesn't look like a good plan to me. Opponent saving mana probably has something that he could cast. Lone Rider can die quite easily in this type of board, so let's try to save him until we can flip this guy on the same turn. And we have a good play with the Primal Druid so far, so not too bad. Even if I played Lone Rider, we still can't block the Neonate. Okay, we take another point of damage. That's getting a bit annoying here, but the opponent, is he playing something? Double black, it's the Hair of Falconrat. Okay. We could prey upon her. We could drop Visions of Brutality, but since we have other 2-drops, I think we can maybe play one of them. It's quite possible the opponent is holding back a Fire Temper there that can kill this 1/1. Skip the attack here. Yeah, Fire Temper, quite probably. She discards, and well, the Fire Temper is out of the opponent's hand and kills our Lone Rider. Poor guy. But we have another one coming up next, and probably we should be using Visions of Brutality. So we have 1 creature, one prey upon. So the split cards count as 2 card types for the sake of Delirium. Alright, opponent can at some point make the creatures unblockable with the Rogue's Passage and Murderer's Axe. So he's going to equip, which one? This guy here. Annoying as heck, of course. So maybe I should use Visions of Brutality with this guy. So now our druid can't block any of them, and the opponent can still kill this guy. Okay, we have double visions now. If I play this, I cannot swing with the Shambling Med yet. Let's put this on you. And we can prey upon, the opponent takes 3, we get an additional land out of the deal, or Visions of Brutality over this guy. Yeah, let's play it a bit slower. We can wait with the prey upon, it's not going to give us too much advantage here. Let's see what the opponent decides to do here now. If he swings with any of them, he takes the same amount of damage that he does to us. So the Stench Masquerade is not a good option now, but he can make this one, he can give himself haste. So we take 2 more than the opponent does to us, so that's 8. Let's see if he is willing to take the damage. Okay, still we can't block. Well, we are dying here. The opponent now has a cool Amonkhet card that lets the opponent place negative counters. Alright, Evolving Wilds, they are not quite what we are looking for. Another planes. Okay, I can transform these. I'm running out of options here. We die next turn, so let's go with style here. Let's no, okay. We leave up 1 green and force a bit of combat between you and this. It's not going to save us anyway, so there we go. We went up to 6, but not enough. So the aggro vampires killed us. Yeah. We cannot even block the Ruthless Sniper. And, well, the opponent... Well, if we would not die, the opponent would take 6 damage there. Alright, let's go for our final game next. Final game with this deck, and too bad I was having a nice time, but my recording got interrupted, so we missed another game that was very beautiful because I got to play all that I wanted to, but it was against an elf deck, and we know how that ends with the Dwayne. Nice lands for my hand, but we only have Ishkana at 5. We need some more action for our early game. Okay, not exactly better, but we can pilot this. So, assuming the opponent is not too aggressive, we have the Elvish Visionary for next turn. Then maybe a bit of surprise with prepare. red. Our visionary might not survive to tell the story. Let's get ourselves a green mana source. And here we see Gideon. We could drop Gideon at 3. I don't know. It seems a bit risky, but could be done. Okay, Shambling Bend. Let's see what the opponent has. So no instant for 1 red. Double red spells danger. And we see a 2/2 guy, Hash Mentor. Oh, so nice. This one works nice against planeswalkers for what I see. So let's drop another planes. But if I activate this ability from Gideon, would I take damage? Because Gideon says prevent all damage target permanent could deal. Hard to tell, but let's move on. Let's wait a little bit. Maybe we can trick our opponent with prepare. Maybe I should have played this Shambling Bend. I was a bit energy, so opponent is not mono red. Let's see what he has there. Oh, let's see what happens if we try to block. Opponent might have some trick. We might kiss this 1/1 goodbye now. It's what's going to happen here. We don't know. Shock. I'm shocked. Alright, we move. Opponent has left 2 mana open. We can maybe Blessed Alliance this guy. Let's see what happens. So 2 mana, at the very least, if the opponent was waiting for us to play something, he now can't. Okay, we're going to take care of that guy. Alright, well now our Gideon should be a nicer time, living out there. Opponent plays land number 4 and drops Hunger. The Hunger. Okay, I think we can play the Gideon here. Unless the opponent can buff the Hunger, we should be fine. Unless the rules have changed. So we should not take damage from this guy, and the 2 guys that spawn from the Hunger Garrison cannot be targeted at Gideon, I presume. Okay, spawn 2, but Gideon takes no harm here, so this doesn't matter. Not fair, I know, but that's the way the game works. Pia. So the opponent going white with red creatures, it's going to be hard for us to come back from this. So our options, what? Oh, we lost our opponent. This game was getting interesting. Our options are to activate Shambling Band, and a natural aggression. We could plus Gideon, bringing this one to 5, but then he would die to all the other guys. We could, I think we have to do this. Do I want to read the bones? Probably I do. So natural aggression. Goodbye, Hunger Garrison. And we are losing our Gideon next. So let's do the read the bones before attacking. I should have done that before. Okay, Ishkana come back to my hand. And we have 4 card types. Thanks to our split card. Sorcery instant plus... No, we have all that we need. Let's swing with Gideon, because why not? We are losing him without the emblem, but we got rid of this annoying Hunger Garrison, and we would have lost Gideon anyways. So swings, Call of the Full Moon, oh boy. Huge, nasty guy. So if we find our Tainted Remedy, the Rush of Vitality, with this, could be interesting. Now this Thopter can one-shot Gideon. The other guys, okay, the converse. We take 5 to the face. But let's see, we have plenty of mana now. Okay, we could play the Archangel. Our opponent has 3 cards remaining. He's playing lots of red spells, and the Act of Treason is a very scary possibility. We could leave mana up for our Shambling Band, or actually if we go for Ishkana, we have all the little spiders with the Rush of Vitality on the ready, so this could work. So worst card against us would be Act of Treason, and a follow-up with a sacrifice effect could kill Ishkana, but other than that there's not that many things that could harm us too bad. The Harvestier, if we find the Tainted Remedy, we are going to be rejoicing. The opponent runs energy here. Craft. The AI still accruing these vehicles with no benefit. Why do you do that, AI? I want a fair match. So no attacks. Good. So we have the option of forcing the fight between these two, but then this Leader Sphere can be crude. If I drop the Exquisite Archangel, then I shut down the option for the Rush of Vitality. I could attack with Ishkana, but it won't kill the Harvester even with the Rush. So let's just pass. That's not a good option, but yeah. I feel like I have to wait. We have the Shambling Band, both of them ready to stop these ground attackers, plus our spiders. And here comes Karisev, not scary, with our board. This guy has menace and spawns a 2-1 first strike. No, she has first strike, the monkey does not. Another Hunger Garrison, alright. We can take care of that. Not that hard to do it. And is the opponent going to attack? He can activate the lifelink there. But now he only has 2 cards. Opponent is tapped down. And passes the turn. Okay. Then now the Thopter is losing the call of the full moon. Yeah, that did not work. Okay, here, now that the flying threat is not that bad, I'm going to swing with Ishkana and see what the opponent decides to do here. Maybe he just blocks with a human, Panihuman. Maybe blocks with the Hydrosphere, Harvester. Alright, this is great. So we can we kill both here? Okay, let's kill the Hunger Garrison. It's more scary for us. Then the leftover damage goes to the Harvester. We gain 4. Now the Harvester has 4 damage marked. It's the time to fight. Ishkana versus Hydrosphere Harvester.
Final round. Fight. You win.
And we are on a good spot with Blessed Alliance on the ready, but against token, Blessed Alliance is not great to use the sacrifice mode. We are back at the 19 thanks to Ishkana and the Rush of Vitality. Insult. Whoa! So everybody's going to do twice damage, and this card is a split card, so we should check the other side. Injury. So injury deals 2 for 3. So can the opponent? Yes, the opponent can activate the others. Half of this dealing 2 damage to target creature and player, so 4 to one of them and 4 to our face. He's going to swing with everyone here. So we have to multiply by 2 this. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2 is 16 damage out of the blue. Okay, we have to prevent this, and I know it's risky, but we are going to take down what we can. We lose our tokens. Yeah, but otherwise we do not kill the other people here. We have the Shambling Bends to recover, and also the Exquisite Archangel. Okay, this is more like it, because now we have the Exquisite Archangel plus Blessed Alliance. Only thing is this girl has menace, so it's hard to block. Skip the attack just in case. If the opponent has a burn spell, we have Blessed Alliance. We can gain 4 life at instant speed. If the opponent has 2 burn spells, then we die. No, it's just a land. Good for us. Then we have found another land, so having this on play, I think I'm tempted to send both of the shambling bands to attack. I mean, no, just one should be enough, so we get out of the range of fatidic blow up, and we could swing with the angel, but she is preventing these ones, all of them, from attacking. So just this attack should be good enough. The opponent is, she blocks with this, we still gain Laviv. Okay, and just in case I'm not dropping that forest, don't see a real reason to do it, then maybe we can kill the opponent with Ishkana with the activated ability. Could be fun. We are far away from that, but can happen. We have the other shambling band ready to block something. That could be actually good for us, even if the opponent attacks with Kariseb. Okay, Elvish Visionaries, thank you very much. Give me another card. It's a swamp. Let's drop this swamp. Now we can activate this Shkana. But I think we still have no rush to do it. So swing again with the shambling band. Make our life total keep growing. If the opponent has another one of these, it's going to be very scary. Insult and injury. So back at 7. If the opponent manages to drop our life total, we have the Archangel so far. Of course, Act of Treason is real. Chandra cannot kill our big guys, that's good. He can produce mana or maybe find some card to play or deal 2 strike to our face. It was 2, but it could have been Exquisite Firecraft. I don't know why. Makes no sense to me. Okay. So Ishkana cannot kill planeswalkers, I guess. We could try, but I don't know if that's going to work. Another Pia, the Thopter is going to be annoying now. So that Thopter is going to save Chandra here. Dang. Alright, let's go with both shambling bands this time. We have our ways. Opponent hand is empty now. We have to. Too bad we can't kill that Thopter. But this, the most, the opponent loses this token, or Chandra loses a bit of. Okay, good. One less token to worry about. And dropping his Quagmire, we maybe next turn we have another attacker. Okay, maybe this is not the most amusing game to say goodbye to our deck. Yeah. I think okay, Chandra's still dealing damage to us. I think that we got this, but it's a bit boring to get to the end of it. We don't have our cool stuff showing up this time around. Sorry guys, but okay, I think it's time to move on and look for better decks. We had our share amount of fun with this one, and of course this guy is powerful for us. We could see Ajani or Nissa. Maybe I'll keep the forest for Nissa. Okay, so let's try to make all of them alive. Actually, the Quagmire would trade with Pia. But other than that, might be a good idea to okay, we just need to send the flyer, can't be blocked. Then the opponent has 2 blockers, we need to send 3 attackers. 1, 2, and 3. Or keep Ishkana on defense. No, we have the Quagmire on defense. Yeah, should be enough. Of course, opponent does not block because he cannot save Chandra there. And we now have the Elvish Visionary and his Quagmire. If the opponent attacks with Karisev, I think we just block with Quagmire and the Elvish. Yeah. So we lose the elf, but we finally kill Karisev. Since she has menace, we have to double block here. There we go. So we take 2 and the coast is clear, and this is probably a land. Opponent runs Evolving Wilds with a mono red deck. We have not seen any energy card except the Harvester. Is that the only vehicle? Okay, let's go Elvish Visionary. Come on, give me something funny. Alright. We're going to save that for later. Activate you. So are you. Attack with everybody. Yeah, we are going to gain 4. We are way above any range of damage. Opponent has a black. Drop these planes. So Nisa may not be transforming this game, but it's not that bad. So black. We haven't seen any black card here. And another Karisev. Pretty annoying Karisev. So can we little our opponent with these Evolving Wilds? Have this, you Pia. Have your dearest of dearest. Let's okay, 2 forests left in case of Nisa showing up. Okay, he's in Quagmire. Shambling Band. And we don't have more mana for another Shambling Band, so maybe the opponent survives. I think I could have killed the opponent, but blocks 1, 2. No, it's little. It's little. Alright, finally. So, goodbye deck, you did as well. Sometimes we won, sometimes we did not, but we certainly had plenty of amusement with you. And let's take a final look at this. And alright, Tainted Remedy, pretty funny card. And of course, a Johnny, pretty powerful card. Ishkana, thanks to Amonkhet, is more easy to get Delirium with these split cards. Exquisite Archangel, expensive, but proves to be very important in my deck. And well, lots of the crew behind the scenes that helps the deck move along. So that's it, until next deck. So finally we've finished today's video. I want to thank you all for viewing and I hope you have enjoyed our time together. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you think it's worth, and leave your comments below if you have any suggestions or ideas for me to try. We'll have another amazing video next time. Until then, sayonara!